Why does your cat walk past 3 people on the couch and go straight to the same person every time? Everyone feeds them. Everyone calls their name. But the cat doesn't care. They choose one lap, one voice, one presence, and everyone else might as well be furniture. You've probably laughed about it. Called the cat picky. But what if they're not being picky at all? What if the way they chose that one person reveals something so deep about feline attachment that once you understand it, you'll never look at their loyalty the same way again? Number 1, it starts before you think. It does most people assume cats pick their person based on who fills the food bowl. That's one of the biggest myths in feline behavior. A 2019 Oregon State University study published in Current Biology placed cats in a secure base test, the same assessment used for human infants. 64% formed secure attachment bonds with one specific caregiver. But the root often goes further back. Behavioral science identifies the period between 2 and 7 weeks as a kitten's primary socialization window. The person who handles them during that window, gently and consistently, becomes the neurological template for what safety feels like. Your cat may not remember who held them at 3 weeks old, but their nervous system does, and every person they meet afterward is quietly measured against that original feeling. If you're realizing your cat's choice goes deeper than you thought, hit like and subscribe, because what comes next explains the invisible criteria they're actually using. Number 2, they're not choosing who loves them most. They're choosing who feels safest. Picture a household with 4 people. One is loud and affectionate, always picking the cat up. Another is quiet, barely looks at the cat, just sits reading every evening. And the cat goes to the quiet one. Every night, it looks wrong. But from the cat's perspective, the equation is flawless. Cats don't bond through intensity, they bond through predictability. The person who moves slowly doesn't reach first and lets the cat approach on its own terms. That presence never triggers a stress response. And over months, that absence of threat becomes trust. Then it becomes the only lap that feels like home. The person who tried hardest isn't rejected, they're too much. And the person who did almost nothing earned everything because they let the cat decide. Number 3, your cat knows your voice, only yours. A 2022 study from Université Paris-Nanterre found cats distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's, specifically when spoken in a soft, higher-pitched tone. The cats showed measurable changes: ear movement, pupil dilation, pausing mid-activity, but only for their specific person using that specific delivery. A stranger with the same tone triggered nothing. Another household member with a different tone triggered nothing. Your cat encoded one voice as a signal of safety. Every other voice registers as background noise. That's not cruelty. In the wild, recognizing one reliable source of safety meant survival. Your cat didn't choose a favorite. They chose a lifeline. If your cat is behaving oddly and you're unsure why, tell us in the comments. Using detailed research, we'll make a video on it. Number 4, the person who gets ignored isn't unloved. This is the part that stings. You do everything right, you feed them, buy toys, reach for them, and they walk away and curl up next to someone who barely seems to notice them. But your cat doesn't ignore you because they don't care. They may eat from your hand and play with you. But the one they press against at night, the one they follow without being asked, that person isn't doing anything special. Their rhythm just matches the cat's. Their breathing stays calm when the house gets loud. Their presence never demands anything in return. That bond isn't about love. It's about nervous system alignment. Your cat may love you equally, but they regulate with someone else. That person is their anchor, and a cat only needs one. But number 5, you were never competing. Your cat didn't evaluate everyone and rank them. They found, among all the noise and reaching hands, one person whose presence made their nervous system go quiet. One person who felt like stillness. And they anchored to that feeling the way they once anchored to their mother's heartbeat. It isn't personal. It's primal. The most loving thing you can do if you're not the chosen one is stop trying to become them. Just be what you are. The one who feeds, the one who plays, the one who opens the door. Your cat knows exactly who you are. They simply save their silence for the one person who taught them silence was safe. If this answered the question you carry every time your cat walks past you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. They're not rejected. They're just not the anchor. And that's okay.